everyone!
Oh God! I think I'm gonna die. I think I'm gonna die.
You have the best fans in the world.
Oh, you're beautiful. 8:35 on a Thursday night. I grab my drink and I have a heart attack. On a Thursday night, I grab my drink and I feel alright. Got nowhere place to go, and we're going to the garden with a shed show. Shed show. Shed show. Shed show.
Oh! Right, thank those people.
Oh,
for
thank
sticking
you.
With
You 84 people are the legends, man. You've stuck with me. We've had a mare tonight. I don't know what's happened, but you've stuck with me, and we're together, and we're still doing this, and I'm so pleased. Oh, there
Sorry.
you go. Let's not have it. It doesn't matter, love. That's the least of our problems. We're back with 86 people. So sorry about that. We're up and we're running again. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here. Absolute pleasure to see you again. How have you been? I've been stressed to the eyeballs. Oh my god! I was talking about that. I was talking. What am I going to say? I'm going to start again. I'm going to start again as if nothing has happened.
Oh god!
We're back. We're clear. Oh, Gemma, will you just say thank you to them all for joining us? 92 people. We're back. We're doing it again. We're going again, man.
Oh god!
So anyway, what can I say? Let's. Do you know what I saw? This is poetic, right? I saw earlier on there was a metaphor for how tonight was going to go. I saw the saddest thing I've ever seen in lockdown earlier on. I saw a boy kicking a football at his house, but the football was on a string, Gem, tethered to his foot. It was awful. It was like obviously it was 2 meters, but it was like a little dog just kicking apps on his own.
Aww.
It was the saddest, bleakest thing, and I thought even he's got better internet than me. Oh, thank you. Like I said, someone had a brew and the whole thing collapsed. But we're back.
God.
We're on now and we're back. Oh, 98 people. Thank you so much. Please share this stream, folks, because people have shared it and it stopped. So share this stream. Thank you. Oh, what can I say? Right, yeah, big update. I'm going to start again. Update. No, Gemma wants the shed. She's going to have to laugh again. That's how powerful these jokes are going to be. She wants a shed, right? She wants a shed. And I'm not having it because this garden's going to look like a shanty town. It's going to look like a hobbit village. So, hey, honestly, if we're not, I bet you by the end of the year, Paul Simon's going to come and want to do a duet with me. Do you know? Going to Beeston, Nottingham, we're going to Beeston. And I just want to say again, thank you to Michael Waterhouse. This is T-shirt saving the day, isn't it?
Thank you.
Oh, mate, this is on the back. What does it say, baby? It says
Shed Tour.
Shed Tour 2020.
Does it say
God.
Shed Tour?
Shed Tour 2020. It's fantastic,
Nice one.
isn't it?
Well done, Michael.
I want to talk as well. I've put this on, this jacket here, this cool jacket here, and this is.
Boiling.
I know I am hot. But this is. I think men are stuck in time warps. Like they.
Live from the shed, it says, not Shed Tour.
Oh, does it? Oh, have I got that wrong as well? Anyway, what I want to say is, right, basically, like this here is like the period, I think, where you're the coolest and like you're in your you know, and I associate this. Like, men get stuck in time warps when they dress, and like that's why you see blokes walking around with mullets and leather jackets with patches on their arms. And this is why, like, I'm wearing this in the 90s, because this is when I thought I was cool, Gem. It's before we met. It's before we met. Don't be offended. Yeah. But like, that's what I mean. Like, and blokes get stuck in it, and that's why I never Google Vanilla Ice the rapper now. He's 52, man, and he's not aged well, and it's awful. He looks a bit like a grandad that's gone round to someone's house for dinner, spilt tea on himself, right? And they've just gone, oh, you're going to have to get changed, Grandad. What have we got? Get in them clothes of our Kevin's, who's 13. He's just put them on. Just sat there, he's got a baseball. You can't wear a baseball cap at 52, can you? I don't know, but... I mean, he's going to be like that when he's 90. I'm convinced he'll be walking around with baggy cappas on. And they're like, Grandad, will you pull up your tracksuit bottoms? I am sick of looking at your catheter. Will you do? You see, we're rolling now. The jokes are working. Are we working? We're working now. Oh, thank you. Gemma, are the comments good?
Do you know what? It was worth having that stress just to feel so good
I feel good now.
Do you feel elated?
We've had to go in the shed and get out an emergency cable. It's just, I've had to go in the shed. Honestly, I feel...
Yeah, do you feel high as a kite?
I feel high as a kite now. I feel scared and I feel stressed. The adrenaline is incredible, you know.
Just look at the crash after this, though.
Oh, God, unbelievable. What else can I say? Yes, I want to talk about the speech, Boris's speech. Now, we've seen that, and I'll be honest with you, still don't know. It was like watching the film Inception with my dad, man. And it's what do you think? It was an odd choice of words. Stay alert, wasn't it? Stay alert. That is an odd choice of words. Stay alert is what you do, like when you're waiting for a delivery, isn't it? It's not when you're trying to outwit a killer virus that you can't see. Do you know what I mean? I stay alert, but shit happens. I mean, I have 8 coffees a day. My IBS is positively volcanic, people. But I still stub my toe on door frames. Stuff happens. You know? Do you know what? I tell you who's been. What's interesting is like. I love how he said "stay alert" when he was the one who shook everyone's hand for about 2 weeks. You know, he knelt down at the side of COVID patients' beds and shook their hands. He might as well have French kissed them. But, you know what I mean? So. And the other thing is that whole speech, man. It felt very much like he was getting fed the lines through an earpiece by a drunk advisor. It was just absolute poppy. It just like he was just going like right. That's it. What's it? Yes, right. And he's just this bloke on the other end drinking, going, say this to him. He's going right. You need to stay in. That's good. No, but you can go out. Okay, right now, but go by car. If you've got to go to work. By car. Don't share a lift. If you have to share a lift, sit on the roof box. That's what. Bike. That's it. Bike. Walk down the dual carriageway of the M1. Well, that's what you need to do. Bike to work. That's it. Bike. Steal a child's scooter. Solar powered unicorn. If it had said that, it would have said it. And not everyone this is the thing. I think he should really. What they wanted to say was, will you just go back to work, you peasants? We're paying 80% of your salaries here, which is not sustainable. And the other thing is, right, I love the way the measures are going to be relieved in like this. Like, it's really interesting. Like, some of the restrictions have been lifted. Right, the cleaners can come into your house, Gem. And golf courses are reopening, and I can see a pattern emerging. I don't know what's next. Skiing holidays, they're going to be given the green light. I think maybe we're going to have an additional shopping hour at Waitrose for people with second homes. Come on in, sir. Come this way to the croissants and the swans. Don't forget your PPE. It's made of the finest silk. You know what I mean? The thing is, nannies are allowed to come into your house as well, but not family members. Which is quite interesting. So it's basically, Gemma, the rule is nannies, not grannies. That's the rule. And you can just see them, can't you, just going, what about this year's Henley Regatta, Boris? Well, that's fantastic. All you need to do is just put a mask on the front of the schooner. You'll be absolutely fine. Just using a grabber for the canapes. But the loopholes are bizarre as well, aren't they? Like the house viewings are allowed, but you're not permitted to see family members. I mean, Christmas is going to be expensive this year, Jem. I'm going to have to buy every single relative a house just so I can see them. You know, my dad will be looking through. I'll have that one. It's got a pool, you knobhead. What? Everyone's going to have to buy an extra present for their estate agent, aren't they? They're going to be. Those guys are going to become like the people who supervise visits for divorced parents, aren't they? They are. They're just going to be stood there in the background with a clipboard making notes and judging you. You just see what I thought. I thought you said you didn't know these people, Mr. Bennett. I can see a family resemblance. just going in like, stay back, Nana. You know the rules. Open plan hugs only. Open plan. One thing about the estate agent, though, having them there, at least you'll know your social distancing, because you can guarantee they'll have a tape measure on them, won't they? And so if you want to gather in, what I'm saying, people, is stick your house on the market. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's been people going like, Terry, you got your 40th this year. I have. Best ring the solicitor. Get some conveyancing done. That's what we need to do. I mean, I'll sell the house. Do you know what I mean? I don't need it. I've got the shed. Do you know what I mean? And let me tell you, I will take that money, right? I will take that money, and the first teacher that agrees to take my kids back for a week will get the full 200 grand. I promise you. Yeah, I'll even chuck in the bloody carpets. Do you know what I mean? But the unlimited exercise, that was a weird one, wasn't it? We've got 139 people, Gemma, who've come back.
Yes!
Who've come back for a third time lucky. Thank you so much. It genuinely means a lot because I was panicking.
I think they could tell.
Yeah, I was panicking and swearing. Someone's going to take that and clip it and put it online. The unlimited exercise, that was a strange one, wasn't it? Unlimited exercise. So technically, Jem, you can run like Forrest Gump. You could just keep running. Did you hear about Tony? What about he dropped dead doing unlimited exercise? He went out for some flour and never came back, you know.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I must mention this. I didn't mention it, did I? The BBC microphone. I know someone said to me it's because I swapped the hairbrush. This isn't plugged in, but I just thought this is the one they gave me when I recorded the Now Show. And what I'm doing is I'm collecting.
Do you get to keep that?
No, of course I don't. But we're in lockdown, and now this is the closest thing. This is the only thing I've got from the BBC, and I'm holding on to this. You know what I mean? I'm collecting things, so I'm going to collect this. I'm going to have this microphone, and then I'm going to get a visitor's pass, Jem. Maybe a ballpoint pen from the One Show. And by the end of the year, I'll basically be Graham Norton, I think. They're worried about a second peak. To be serious, Gemma, they're worried about a second peak.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm worried because I've put that much weight on during the first one. I don't think my body could take it. You know, I've already got 2 peaks. I have. They call them moobs. I've got 3 peaks, but I'm so anxious that third one hasn't showed itself. I'm going to take this off now because I feel like
You're making me feel hot.
Clark Kent. What would imagine that Clark Kent's mission to reinstall someone's internet at 1 minute to go.
God.
Oh God!
Not on my piano, love.
Not on your piano. Sorry, darling. Here we go. Right now, what I'm going to say is they're saying that there are going to be a lot of babies born. That was the subject I was talking about. Subject to sex. Is everyone there? Is everyone happy? They seem to be, don't they?
Yes.
Now. Yeah, they're going to be a lot of babies born, apparently. And I said it'll only happen one of 2 ways, right? One way is that you've finished Netflix, right? You're bored. You realise you've run out of condoms, right? But you couldn't be asked to queue at the shop. And, you know, with all the PPE. So what you do is you just have a risk, don't you?
Yeah,
and you do
yeah.
it. And that, Gemma, that is the romantic way.
Oh.
That is going to be the romantic way. The other way that people will have children, with married couple way, Gemma, and we know what this will be like. The married couple way is it'll happen in silence in the utility room behind the tumble dryer, right? Not even facing at each other, right? She'll be on the phone trying to book an Asda slot, and you're eating 3-day-old Chinese takeaway off her back. That will be. I mean, that's how. While the kids watch Disney Plus in the pajamas that they've had on for 3 days.
Yeah,
that's what that'll be. But
that's bloody true.
do you know the other thing as well is like this sort of thing, like this tech thing. I'm going to be honest, like tonight, it just sums it up to me. The tech is stressing me out. I am losing. It won't be the COVID thing that will kill me. It'll be the stress of cables and Cat6 cables and
with the Cat6
bloody, you know, bandwidth. I feel like I'm being strangled by bandwidth. I'm so stressed right now. But because this is, you're probably doing a lot of Zoom meetings, right? And you're probably feeling anxious, right? And it's normal because that's an invasion of privacy, isn't it, Jen?
Oh God!
Like these aren't your real friends; they're your work colleagues. You know, I mean, you avoid Colin when he's at the photocopier, and now he's sat in your front room with you. Do you know what I mean? And you have to worry about everything that's going on in the background, don't you, Jem?
Oh,
because people are scrutinising it. Look at Michael Gove; they were in on his bookshelf. What's he reading? What's he reading? Honestly, I mean, that's it. You'll be someone trying to do a report, Jem.
Yeah.
And there'll be people looking behind them, going, "Hang on a minute, have you seen that, John? John has got 26 copies of Mein Kampf." What's that? It's Haynes' manual for a Vauxhall Nova. That's all he's got on his shelf. I don't think we can trust this report from him.
God.
But the other thing is, like we're judging people's houses because we're little nosy bug. It's like through the keyhole, isn't it? Because you sat there going, this meeting's all very well, but look at what wallpaper that is. Is that Laura Ashley? I thought they'd gone under. And people are Googling it. You're Googling it at the same time. You're going, I am listening. I'm just looking. And then you're like, look at Sandra. Look at her couch. Her couch is shit. That's a shit couch, that, Sandra. She's never dusted that telly. That telly's never had that's never seen a fluffer duster, that has. The thing is, right, like, I think it's the tidiest place in the world at the moment, right? In everyone's house is anything that's in the range of the webcam. That's the other thing. It's like a penthouse apartment. It's clean, tidy and minimalist. Down that lens is an Apple advert, mate, right? You pan a millimetre either side, it's a crack den. There's dirty pots, takeaway boxes, there's bras hanging from light fittings like sort of voodoo trophies. Do you know what I mean? And I hate that bit before a Zoom call, Gemma, where you're waiting to go in. Do you know what I mean? That bit where you're waiting to go in, you could just see your horrible face and hair. Do you know what I mean? You look tired, you've got jowls, you look like a fat badger. You know what I mean? Lit with a crappy 60-watt bulb. It makes you look like something from the Blair Witch Project, right? And you look at that button and you think, oh, I'm going to have to join with video. Do I have to? Everyone's joining with video. Can't we just do audio? No, everyone's joining with video. I don't want to join with video. There should be a button that allows you to join with someone else's face. Can I join with George Clooney's? I'll have a Clooney. I'll take the Clooney. And there's no good camera angle, is there? There's no good camera angle, man. No. I've seen more nostrils this past month than a toddler's finger. That's Gemma's joke. It's good, isn't it? She's learning. But you position the camera, you put your laptop, your books on there, and why don't they just have a preset for ugly bastards? They make it so much easier. The only camera shot that's flattering for me is if we sent up a drone 100 feet into the air with soft focus. That'd be fine, you know. And you're in overdrive because you're analysing people's body language. That's it. That's what it constantly is. It's people's body language. You're like, Janet just rolled her eyes. She rolled her eyes at me. She bloody hates me, that woman. She hates me. Keith looks bored. Yeah. He looks bored to tears. I don't know what's up with him. Like, I've offended Carol now. Carol's not looking at me. Dave just swore. You can't speak properly because of the delay. Because you're constantly going, no, after you. No, you first. You first. Are we having a conversation here or holding doors open for each other? What? And everyone's shouting at each other. It's the internet. You've got a microphone, mate. Stop bellowing at me like Brian Blessed. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine Brian Blessed on Zoom?
Can you imagine Brian Blessed on Zoom? It's just blowing speakers. Can you let me in the Zoom meeting, please? Brian doesn't ask to be let in. He just shouts. Let me in. Everyone lets him in. The other thing is, right, everyone knows that you're going nowhere because you can't end a bloody meeting, can you?
God, yeah, you can't even say I'm busy.
No, I've got to go now. I've got to go. And they just go, where? I just want to stand over at that plant pot for a bit. What do you mean you're going? You know you're trapped now. This is the meeting forever. And I tell you what, there's going to be this is an awful thought, Gem. There'll be a lot of people now realising how much their friends actually hate them, right? Because they didn't make an effort in the real world, and now they're not making an effort in the virtual world, right? You know, we're in lockdown, hours of free time, and they still don't call you. Do you know what I mean? The only word. Imagine getting stood up now. Imagine getting stood up, right? Stood up in lockdown. Imagine being blown off one virtual meeting for another one. Do you know, I don't want to come to your virtual birthday party. I've got a family quiz on the Only Fools and Horses quiz. Sorry, just can't do it. That speaking of quizzes, man. Quizzes, they're endless. The amount of quizzes we've got, man. Just constant now, isn't it? It's Can we do a quiz? Should we do a quiz? Our kids aren't getting educated, man. They're not, right? They're just learning pointless trivia. That's all they're living, right? They're going to grow up with no qualifications, but at least they'll be able to tell you what the depth of Lake Tahoe is to the nearest metre. And if you think you're popular now, right, try holding a Zoom quiz after this. See how far you get. We don't want your Zoom quiz, Peter. We're not interested, mate. We're not interested. We only wanted you to do it because you had the best broadband. That's all the reason, mate. We're with our proper friends. This is one round you're not going to be involved in. We're going out, pal. Oh, God, is everyone all right, happy?
Everyone's fine.
140, we're rocking. We had that. That's good, that's good. I think we're back. I'm going to have to speak to that electrician. Yeah, here we go. Right, so the other thing I wanted to say, right, is that I don't like the fact that the Zoom leader has all the power either. That annoys me.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know, like the Zoom leader, like they're just sort of like the
hostess with
host.
the
The host, yeah, it's
Yeah.
a dictatorship, isn't it? They're sitting there like looking over the screens, Jem, like a perverted security guard looking at CCTV. Do you know what I mean? And then they go, "No, I will silence you. You can have the spotlight. You are silenced." I don't like. What do you mean I'm silenced? Yeah. And then they go, "We're ending this now. You can take control." I don't want the promotion. I don't want to be in charge of the meeting. I don't want to be in the meeting now. This isn't. I don't want the promotion. Leave me alone. I don't. You know, here's the thing: the same people organise pointless meetings in the real world do the same on Zoom, right? They're just the novelty never wears off for these people, right? This could be done by email, Janet. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to see your face for this, love. There's some people. These are the same people that used to ring you from their cars because they could on Bluetooth, driving through tunnels, just annoying you with pointless rubbish. And I've looked online, right? Because there's a thing now. There's an American YouTuber. I can't remember her name, but she's sort of saying like how to look good on a Zoom meeting. That's an actual thing. How to slay your Zoom meetings. I mean, do you know? She says something like, "Go for something sleek and simple. Smile, look interested, sit there with an inane grin on your face, like a waxwork Cheryl Tweedy. That's what you need to do. Just something like that. Be professional. Tell the children they need to know that when Mommy is on the computer, that is a meeting. If you're going to choke on those grapes, you need to do it outside of work hours, okay?" I'm very good at doing an American woman.
Well, yeah.
I'm pretty good at it, you know. Oh, right. Anyway, what we're going to say. Right. Yeah, so we're gonna go now like this. What I mean, right? The thing is, stop putting pressure on yourself, right? Stop putting pressure on yourself, right? To look amazing on Zoom meetings. You don't need to put pressure on yourself, right? Because the thing is, just have a whip round with a wet wipe. Just a very quick whip round with a wet wipe. That's all you need to do, and put some pants on. That's it. That's all you need to do. There's no. I don't know why you feel like you need to be under pressure, but here we go, right? I want to talk a bit more now. What can I talk to you about now? Yeah, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to the next section. Okay, we're going to move on to the next section. Okay, let's move on to the next section. Okay. We've just been interrupted by our daughter, by the way. Come on, Gemma, let's get back in. We need to keep the show on the road. Let's get back on the road. Right, so we... Oh, Gemma's just gone... She's gone to the toilet. She's had to go to the toilet. Oh, this has never happened before. I've lost my wingman. But I'll tell you... Oh, hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a special guest joining us this evening. Come on, who's this?
Hello, Scotty. How are ya?
I'm pretty good.
Hey, Scotty, how are you? How you doing?
Who's this?
Hi, I'm Tony, your hairdresser. For Christ's sake, you can't even recognize me.
Oh,
I can't believe you forgot me after just 8 weeks.
It's Tony. I mean,
Tony, your hairdresser.
Tony, the lockdown hairdresser.
Yeah, exactly. The lockdown hairdresser.
Oh, right, yeah.
So how you doing, Scotty? Your hair looks a mess. I'm disappointed in you.
Oh, well, what should we do?
Do you know I got this? Yeah, goodbye. I got this.
Pull it out. What's happening to
You haven't been to my salon for weeks. What's the matter with you?
Well, the thing is, we've been in lockdown, haven't we,
No,
Tony?
I tell you, they got it wrong. I know some people down in Queens, okay?
Right.
Queens Hospital. I know the doctors down there, and they got the 2 meter thing wrong.
What
It's
is it?
2 centimeters. I keep telling my customers, we can be this close.
That's a bit
This
too
close.
It's a bit too close
No,
for
but
me,
we can
Tony.
be that close.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry, I got a cough. No, but we can be this close. The 2 meter thing, they got it wrong, and I'm done with the COVID.
Tony, I've got a couple of questions for you, right? What do you think about these people cutting their own hair, Tony?
It's a disgrace.
Why?
It's a disgrace because you're putting people like my good self who are still providing a service to cut your hair.
Yeah.
You can still come to my salon because you can be 2 centimeters away. 2 meters, they make this stuff up. I know people down in the Queens.
Do you think it's a vendetta against hairdressers then, Tony?
Oh, sure. Oh,
really?
sure.
Trying to put you out of business?
Well, you know, I know that they've been jealous of my hairdo for a long time now.
Wow.
And they just wanted to put it to, you know, every time somebody comes to my hair salon, they leave looking like this, and they weren't happy about it.
Well, it's a shame because Gemma, who does the show. I mean, you look. There's a bit
She
of
has a
resemblance.
great head of hair.
She
has a great head of hair.
She'd love to be talking to you about this because she's got that. She's big into hairdressing, and she's been trying to cut my hair with stuff on broom handles through doorways and stuff.
I told you should let Tony sort you out. Have you been kind?
I've been kind. Yeah, I think.
Because
Have you been kind? Have you been drinking?
if you haven't been kind, I won't cut your hair. I won't cut your hair if
What do you
if
mean?
you're not being kind.
What is it only? What do you mean? Is it only on a? Come on, keep it together, Tony. You've got a business. What? So if I'm not kind, then you don't go to come here.
If you're not kind to people, you don't get your hair cut.
Which part of Italy?
If I don't like, I'm from New York. Oh my God!
Oh right,
I'm from
Little
New York.
Italy.
Do you know? I've been cutting hair since I was 2 years old.
Wow.
2 years old.
How did you do that?
Because I trained with Vidal Sassoon, and
okay,
and they saw I had a talent in kindergarten, and so there.
Wow.
I started out cutting paper.
So whenever...
I started cutting out, the snowflake things, and the people in a row.
And then someone's head got in the way.
They knew I had cutting skills, cutting skills like this. I used to just stand in playgroup with the cutting skills.
What? And then someone walked in the way, and that was the.
They said, Tony, we know what you got to do. You got to cut the hair.
Wow. Wow, Tony, it's been an absolute pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you for popping in.
Please,
I'm sorry that Jenna
please
had to
get your
rush
hair
out.
cut. You're a disgrace. You're a shame. You're a disgrace. Goodbye.
Well, Tony, goodbye. Bye, Tony. Well, everybody, that was Tony, the lockdown hairdresser. I wasn't expecting someone to call at the shed, but I mean, I've got an appointment tomorrow with him, and he's gonna be doing my hair. So it's nice to know that he's well trained, isn't it? He looks very familiar though, doesn't he? Hi, Jem. You all right? Been to the loo?
Yeah, been to the loo.
You've just missed a very special guest. You've just missed Tony, the lockdown hairdresser.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, anyway, we're gonna crack. It was very good. I think that went quite well. Did that go quite well? I think it did. Gemma, we're going to move on. Let's go. We're going to go to a new feature now because we're running a bit long because we had to do 3 starts. So we're going to go. I think what we're going to do now, darling, we're going to go to a wall of positivity. Let's have that. Let's have a little bit of light relief, Gemma. People have been sending in things.
Sorry about that.
This feels like the end of the world tonight in here. This show has been chaotic.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, we need to move this because we can't see. Right, here we go. It's the wall of positivity, everyone. So here we have Ian Holland. He's 40 next week. I remember him from school. Happy lockdown birthday, Ian. Hope you go well. Hope it goes well for you, my friend. We've got these people here. Mandy Rose. We've got Mandy Rose. I'm going to show this to the camera. Mandy Rose, there you go, man. On her wedding day, it's her wedding anniversary, and it's on the 16th of May.
It was lovely.
Oh, it was the 16th of May 2009, and look at that. Look at that. He's got a carrier bag. I don't know if you can see that. He's got a bag for life on it. And this is my favourite one here. This is Rachel and Andrew Quinn, who are a big part of the show. Now these guys, Andrew, that sounds brilliant, Gemma, by the way. It sounds like Tony R, dubstep. He's a big part of the show, is Andrew. And he's a fireman, Jem.
Oh,
He's a fireman like my dad, like Roy was. I bet he had 2 jobs though. My dad did. He always had 2 jobs, Andrew. He was a joiner and a painter and decorator. So he'd put the fire out and give him a quote on the way out. And basically, Rachel is. Did you ever? By the way, Andrew, did you ever bring your work home with you? Because my dad used to. We sat there watching Thundercats, and he just casually set fire to the curtains. Just, that's it. First one out wins. Now, Rachel's also a teaching assistant, and Rachel and Andrew Quinn are the couple we all root for on a game show, aren't they? I reckon we do. If they sort of come up, come on, you can do it, guys, you can do it. So they basically they met. They saw me at Waltham in the Wolds.
I used to work in Waltham.
Yeah, and that she said that gig was a bit weird. It was. I thought there was going to be a meat raffle. It was that sort of. It was like doing a gig in the past. Do you know what I mean? So there they are, and it was they should be in. No, keep going. They should be in Paris tonight, bless them. And they missed the kids, and they can't wait to sort of get back there. She did mention her daughter's 24. She mentioned that, so that's clearly your favourite kid. So there you go. That's the wall of positivity, everyone.
Lovely.
Oh, we're still going. We're still going. We're still going.
Right
yes, I think. Well, I think we are. What time are we on now? Oh God, yes, we better do, haven't we? Time has sort of marched against us, everyone. Mainly because we had to do the show 3 times. God. It's been the most stressful show of the run, hasn't it, tonight, I think? It's been the most stressful show of the run. Oh, no, what have we got to do, Gemma? I haven't done question of the week.
Oh, question of the week.
Let me just do question of the week,
right,
and then we'll ring my mum and dad.
Question of the week.
Go on, then.
Oh, not harpsichord.
Come on, let's do it. Like that matters.
Question. Oh, no, hang on. Question of the week.
Yes, the question of the week is, why is my internet so shit? Why, even though I've had a proper hard-wired cable put in? Oh, we're still going, we're still going. What are you doing, Gemma? Oh, Gemma's now heckling with me my own stream. Come on. Oh, this feels like Tiswas tonight. Oh, right, listen, Gemma. Right. Question of the week, right? What people have been looking forward to, right? Okay. Phil Ince, he said he's really good at darts. Yeah. He's hardly picked up an arrow. He's been playing every day. I've absolutely no idea how good I am compared to everyone else. What I love about that is, because he's been practicing, he's like, I'm gonna take on the embassy title. I reckon I can do it, right? Joanne Britton says she's going to kiss and cuddle the man she's fallen in love with since lockdown. Well, let me know and I'll make sure Gemma's out. Oh God! Here we go. My dream is to mooch around Meadowlaw with no kids, nice coffee, and maybe an all-you-can-eat Thai buffet. That's Kate Lowry. Neil Winfield wants a haircut. Where's?
Oh, Neil!
You've just missed.
I'll pop round.
You don't need to.
Tony will pop round.
I think you've just blown it then. Tony, the lockdown hairdresser, he'll come round, mate. He don't believe in 2 metres. It's all 2 centimetres, mate. 2 centimetres. Being alone in the house, that's what Colin Granby's looking forward to. Kevin Roughton is looking forward to shoplifting. Good luck with that, mate. This is my favourite one here. Natalie Bonsall is looking forward to my boyfriend's penis.
Oh my God!
Yes, I must admit, Natalie, I'm looking forward to your boyfriend's penis as well. So,
can I just do a quick shout as well? Get well soon, cousin Dawn in QMC.
Yes, get well soon.
And also Nicola and Matt as well.
Yeah, and if they're watching this, I'm sure this will have cheered them up no end. Oh God! Right, what we're going to do? Shall we ring my mum and dad?
Yeah,
I think we shall. I think we shall. And I mean, I did have a quarantine quarrel.
Oh, do you want one?
I'll do a quarantine
quick
quarrel.
One, then,
very, very quick quarantine quarrel.
Quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Quarantine quarrel, quarantine quarrel, quarantine quarrel.
Quarantine quarrels this week. My quarantine quarrel this week, very different one. This one is I haven't got a quarrel with Gemma. I have got a quarrel with my inkjet printer. Again, it's technology related. This show is meant to be about the future, and quite clearly, this whole setup tonight is set in the 80s. It's so funny I mentioned those guys stuck in the past. Then this I feel like I'm in a time warp. However, right, that printer, I don't know about you, I'll tell you just briefly about that. I think that my inkjet printer is out to kill me, ladies and gentlemen. It's if you've got an inkjet printer, I guarantee you have told it to piss off at least 25 times during this lockdown, right? Because I think mine's possessed, man. It is. Like, sometimes, I'll tell you, I've pulled the power cord out the back and the light stayed on. How is that even possible? There's only one thing powering that: resentment. Do you know what I mean? And when it starts printing, it won't stop. It's easier to solve this coronavirus than turn off that printer, honestly. And the thing is as well, it's like having a teenage boy in the house, that printer. It sits in the corner all day grunting. There's a light on but nothing's happening, right? I'm constantly feeding it and it's costing me a fortune. It is absolutely rinsing me, do you know what I mean? Because here's the thing, right? And it's like, what I don't understand is the printer itself, right, was 22 quid. And I remember when I bought it, I walked past it, I thought, they can't be making any money on that. It's a lot. It's because it's a gateway drug, isn't it? Because they make the money back on the ink. That's what because this is the thing. That printer, 22 quid. Guess how much I've spent on ink? £815, ladies and gentlemen, in 1 year. That's like someone selling you a car for £2,000 and you find out that it only runs on unicorn wave. That's what. I mean, people would march and protest, but they can't afford to print the placards. It's a brilliant system. Like, I've written to James Cameron, right, the director of Terminator, and I've said, I've got an idea for a Terminator film, mate. It's brilliant. Man against machine. It'll unite everyone in anger, passionate anger. All you need is one man, right, trying to print a Ryanair boarding pass for 3 hours. That'll be just screaming and losing his shit, right? But what can I say? Like, this is the last thing I'll say on it. I've googled things that printing ink is more expensive than. It's insane, right? Bull semen per litre is cheaper than printing ink. And do you know how they extract bull semen? I mean, you won't unless you're a farmer or a pervert. What they do, right? They get the bull, right? They spray pheromone. They bring in the cow, right? All around, bring the cow. And at the point of climax, they swap the cow for Darren the wonky-eared farmhand, right? And he collects it in a sort of with a spatula and a Tupperware. That's like how cruel is that? That's like you being on the job with your wife, and at the point of climax, they switch you for your father-in-law, isn't it? I mean, they're similar, but they're not the same. And petrol, that's the other thing. Petrol is cheaper, and he's going to bring us on to the next segment. Cheaper per litre than printing ink, right? But this is it. People die for oil. I've got stuck on it in my head. People die for oil, right? But listen, the thing, like, this is what I don't understand. In a couple of times, a year's time, like, we're going to have the printer ink wars. So you're going to have like granddads just sat in old folks' homes going, yeah, I tell you, you don't understand. You were there. I was at the Battle of Magenta, my friend. We were ambushed by a couple of cannons. Yeah. Honestly, I was on the last chopper out of Cyan, my friend. So I'm going to basically, I'm trying to move past it, but the cartridges as well, Gemma. What's going on with them? Just I've got no left. I'm empty. You're not empty, full. No, you're going to have to get another one. Well, I've got to go to Tesco and I've got a queue for that. You go to Tesco's, you come back, you put it in. I'm not printing. Why? Not genuine. What do you mean it's not? It's like I'm trying to give blood with the flu or something. And the other thing is, like, why can't I print black and white when the colour's empty? What's the problem there? I don't want to print a tax return in yellow, you idiots. Do you know what I mean? We go together or not at all. This solidarity, man. But I tell you, the thing I mentioned, the petrol prices.
Oh, yes.
Now that brings me on to the next section, because I drove back the petrol station. £1 to a litre. Ooh. God, I'm going to collect it all. Keep it in the shed in wheelie bins. I am, and I tell you, when this all, I'm going to clear up, mate. Oh, £1 to a litre. So, what we're going to do is we're going to ring my mum and dad. Yes. And we're going to have a fantastic game of petrol prices right. Now, Roy is going to love this. Are we ringing Roy?
Yeah, let's ring him.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Deja vu.
Press
thank
the
you.
Button.
Thank you. Sorry, it's been such a stressful show, everyone.
Right, here we go.
Oh, then gone to bed.
Hello?
You're still with us, yes!
Oh, so sorry. It's been
What
a nightmare it's been tonight, eh?
Stress Monday.
Brilliant.
Oh, have we recovered it?
Oh, God.
Well, your mother's gone to bed.
Oh,
the
Dad.
show must go on.
Oh,
Not
Dad.
that long.
It's been so stressful, but we're all right, aren't we? These things happen.
Yeah, it went well, love. You did really well.
I feel like I've shamed the BBC by holding this microphone. What we're going to do, Mum and Dad, before you do your song, we're going to have a quick game of petrol prices right.
Yeah!
Now, this is for you, Dad, because I know you love...
Thank you. Let me just switch this phone off a minute. I've got you in the
Feedback.
It's on feedback.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Here we go. Don't cut yourself off, Dad. We can't have any more technical
No,
problems.
please no more.
Put it under bed.
Right.
I've got it under bed.
Right.
Right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Can you hear me?
Go. Right. Can you see the screen?
You don't need to, you read it out.
You don't need to see the screen, actually. Right. What we're going to do, Dad, is I'm going to give you some petrol prices.
Oh, yes.
And I want you to tell me if the next one is higher or lower, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
Right.
Go on, then.
So the first one is Shell Garage Pontefract, Roy. You know this place very well. Now that one is £1 and 103 pence.
Yeah, 103 pence, .9.
103.9. I can't even speak. 103.9. Now the next one, Dad. This is Morrison's Carlisle. Is this higher or lower than
one up
that?
to the screen.
Lower.
Lower.
Yeah.
It is
Yes, lower.
Very-
Right, hold that one at the front now.
lower. Well done, Dad. Right, the next one. You enjoying this game? I can see you're excited.
It's wonderful.
Petrol price is right.
Right, okay.
Right.
I can't wait for next one.
Right, go on then. Next one, Dad, is Tesco Norwich. Is that higher or lower than Morrison's Carlisle?
It is lower.
It is higher.
Higher.
Oh, Dad. Right, the next one.
I ought to know that because I went there yesterday.
Carlisle. I love the idea you went 50 miles out your way to save a penny. Nice
Yeah.
one. Right, Dad. Tesco Norwich.
If we come from Yorkshire.
Tesco Norwich, 99p, right? Costco Sheffield. Is that higher or lower?
I think that's higher.
It is lower, Dad.
Oh.
It is as a Costco Gold member, I'm
believe
ashamed
it.
you don't know that. The next one, Gemma. The next one.
Oh.
Asda Doncaster. Asda Doncaster. Is that higher or lower than Costco Sheffield? This is a cracking. I'm so glad the internet worked for this. Go on.
I think that's lower.
It is higher, Dad.
Oh.
It is higher.
Prices were correct as of 2 o'clock this afternoon.
It is higher, my friend. Next one. Esso Brighton. Esso Brighton.
Yeah.
Esso Brighton. Asda Doncaster. Is that higher or lower than Asda Doncaster?
I should imagine that's higher.
It is higher, Dad.
Yes!
What made you deduce that one?
Oh.
Yes, Brighton. And next one, Dad. Right, I think we'll just do two more.
Yeah, I think right, isn't it?
Is it right? The next one, Dad. BP Ashford Kent. Is that higher or lower than Brighton? Don't. Are you googling?
Not yet. No, Ashford, Kent, or Brighton. I would say that it's higher.
It is higher.
Yay!
It's absolutely
Bravo,
well, that's petrol prices, right, everybody? Oh, I was meant to have a sparkly bow tie and a jacket, but oh dear, we've it's all gone to pot. Right, Dad. It's been. Are you
What are you playing?
We're going to play us out. This we were looking at things people are looking forward to coming out of lockdown. So what song are you going to sing us tonight?
Right. Well, we've racked his brains today.
Yes.
Well, actually, it lasts 3 minutes.
We had plenty of time.
We've come up with a song that I think fits the picture just right.
Okay,
Yay!
beautiful. Let's hear
And
it.
what we're looking forward to, and probably a lot of other people are looking forward to,
Yeah.
is a summer holiday.
Oh,
Yay!
absolutely, Dad.
Brilliant!
Yes.
We're going to play
I'm gonna have to
Summer
stand up to
Holiday by Cliff Richard.
Wait,
Oh!
which summer holiday is this,
Let's have
Daddy?
a go at it anyhow.
Is it going to be Morecambe? Morecambe. Let's go to Morecambe. Right.
So I'll just get the instrument.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, more than one.
Okay, then.
I hope there's a bit of kazoo in this.
Oh, right.
Are you ready to go?
Yes,
Yeah.
let's
Yes.
do this, yeah.
Here we go then.
Wish Tony the hairdresser was here.
We're all going on a
Summer holiday.
I'm working for it. We got to. Summer holiday. The more worries for
Dad, I think we pulled it together in the end, didn't we? Thank you so much, everybody. That was Roy and Margaret Bennett, everyone. Oh, guys, thank you so much. Tonight has been a stressful show for many reasons, but
Thank you so much
I
for
hope
sticking.
thank you so much for sticking. We wanted to make sure that we could, you know, we could keep going, and I didn't want to sort of start and then lose you and start and lose you. So I'm glad you stuck with us. Sorry it's been a bit of a late finish. We love you so much. If you did enjoy the show, please drop us a donation down there, and please share this stream. It's going to be up there once it's finished. I want you to share the stream so people can watch again. Thank you so much for listening.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you. Take care, everyone. We will see you next week. I'm going to circulate the question for next week on Wednesday night as per normal. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe, and we'll see you back in here next week. Good night. Thank you. Bye, Mum and Dad. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. That was Roy